Michael van Gerwen enters the action here at the Czech Darts Open. The number 3 seed, but now the world number 2, although provisionally 3, could go back to 2. It matters not, let's figure it out at the end of the tournament. But what we can tell you is that he has become a Euro Tour winner once again. A day before, it would have been a full year since his last European Tour title. MVG went and took the honours in Belgium last weekend, beating Luke Humphries 8-6 in a thrilling final. He had to survive a couple of scares. Jose de Sousa and then Martin Schindler pushed him to last leg deciders. They could have got him early, but they didn't. And as we've seen so many times on the European Tour, if you miss your chance to take out MVG, he often walks away with the top prize. 36 times he has won on the European Tour. It is a ridiculous number. 5 times he has won against Mike De Decker. All 5 of their meetings. But Mike De Decker is a better player than he's ever been. Maybe MVG is vulnerable if De Decker can bring the 180s, which we know he's got in his locker. Dan McCarthy's alongside me for this one.
Yeah, Mike De Decker is one of the biggest 180 hitters in the game. He's got a very curious European Tour record. Curious because his qualification record is abject. This is the first one he's qualified for since the start of 2020. He played in Riesa as a filler-inner, essentially. He played in Belgium last year as a host nation qualifier. It's been a real struggle on the European Tour for De Decker, and it's difficult to work out why, because he's produced some pretty good results on the Pro Tour.
That is very true. But now that he's here, can he make some hay? Because he certainly did when he went to Riesa. He took out the world number 1 and world champion, Michael Smith, and only lost in the last leg decider to Gerwyn Price. Van Gerwen goes up to the 20s, cannot find the treble. He does leave himself very well placed for this opening leg against the darts.
58, marking required 36.
Oh my, what a miss.
What
a miss it turned out to be. He's missed it by a mile, left a more favourable double, particularly when that first start of the 18s may not have been a help, and then takes out the double 16.
If there is such thing as a good wild miss, that was it.
It was a great rubbish dart, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mike De Decker overcame another Euro Tour specialist, if we can call him that, Ian White. 6-4 yesterday. It was a 96 average, which is around about the seasonal average that De Decker is posting. Maybe a little bit more than that.
He's not posting it at the minute, is he? And Michael van Gerwen is flying around the board. I think he was going for treble 8. He might have been going for treble 16, but he was going in that ballpark, probably between the two. And this is a 10-dart leg, the best we've seen this weekend. What a guide. Another great guide. And somehow he's crammed it in the 2 microns between the guides and the wire.
Well, it was great grouping.
Yes, it was.
Same place. Oh.
This is getting silly. He was on for a 10-darter. Well, that's the first time I've seen Mike De Decker smile, actually, all weekend. Usually a man who portrays all the emotional range of a microwave when he's up on stage.
Right, another go. Third time lucky perhaps. It's weird to say, but there were 6 pretty well thrown darts.
Pretty amazing thrown darts. Only one of them got anything, but it did get him the leg, and it's 2-0.
49.
What looks like a pretty average 16-darter could easily have been a 10-darter.
100.
there is a possibility, because we've seen it before,
93.
that Michael van Gerwen, the winningest man you ever did see on the European Tour, now that he's got a title, goes on a bit of a spree.
83.
Look what a win does to a man. It's a habit, and it's a habit that he's had for years and years and years. Not one he's been enjoying this year. While his Premier League campaign is good, nobody will question that's not great, but it's good. He's going to be in the playoffs. He'd only picked up one title prior to that Euro Tour win last week. And normally, he's got a whole load of them by this point of the year. Mike, welcome to the game.
There's an example of his 180 prowess. This is an example of Michael van Gerwen's 171 prowess. Of course it is.
You'd better hit this, Mike. And he does. Holds his nerve. Well played. Real deal. Gets his first leg on the ball.
It's really good for Van Gerwen that on the back of winning in Belgium last week, the tournaments are coming really thick and fast. He's got this weekend. There are a couple of Pro Tours next weekend, and then it's more Euro Tour action in Sindelfingen the week after. Busy time, particularly on the big stage.
'97.
Leaves possibly his favourite finish in the game, the 1-3-2. Decker is looking to force him to go for it on the ball, and he certainly will do with that ton 40. Looks okay, he can't get the treble 19.
60.
Treble 16, so Mike de Decker, the chance for a break, treble 18 needed. And those are the kinds of half chances, if you like, that de Decker really needs to jump all over. You get the feeling he won't get too many of them.
52.
He'll get another. Hops hasn't been great for Van Gerwen so far.
How good is it for Mike? Can't see all of it.
40.
He can't find that bit in the top right. 3-1. Mike de Decker. We know he's got the scoring power. He has not shown it in this game. And that means he's going to have to be note perfect at the back end of legs with his finishing. And he's not managed to do that so far. At the minute, nothing is working well enough for Mike de Decker to cause any real issues for Van Gerwen. He will feel quite comfortable with the situation.
And the first 9 average for MVG. A cool 118.
95.
Another example of how Mike de Decker can group those very long darts together very effectively. And this could be the best leg of the match.
58. Mike, you require 94.
Win this one at a canter by the looks of it. Double top for an 11 darter.
Oh, he's having problems there too. There's a little magnet in that wire.
Yeah, just above the top wire of double top. He's getting an absolute hammering.
40. Mike, you require 40. Game shown, the 5th leg.
That's how you hit tops, right in the middle. Mike de Decker well in this game. Despite MVG at the start, threatening to run away with it, like he's done to many opponents in the past. before the start of his walk-on, Paul Nicholson told us that Michael Van Gerwen was signing a few shirts, a few autographs, various merchandise, and there was one MVG superfan who was literally reduced to tears because of it. That's how much of an impact he's had on this sport.
152.
Another one. Level 16.
120.
Nearly having a big impact on this leg. Ton 40 for De Decker would leave him tops.
83.
It's a horrible deflection.
32.
Van Gerwen has not been great on tops. How's double 16 working out for him? Pretty similar by the looks of it. He has already missed 14 darts at double in this game.
Oh, that's a great adjustment from what was a pretty horrible attempt at tops. Mike De Decker really has got no right to be in this game at 3 apiece, because MVG at the start of legs has been running away with it in terms of the scoring. But just look at that.
93.
Checkouts per leg, MVG 3 out of 17.
Well, they've both had darts to win 4 legs of this match. I always think that is a pretty decent statistic. How many legs have you had a chance to win? Because in the first 2 legs, De Decker was left on finishes around the ton in both of those. And in one of them, Van Gerwen had missed 2 handfuls of darts by that time.
96. 85.
A humongous moment in De Decker's career. If he was to get a win over MVG, because it would be his first win against Michael Van Gerwen. There's the small matter of the match play race as well. Mike De Decker currently occupies the 16th and last spot in the Pro Tour rankings. He's only 500 quid above Simon Whitlock at this stage. If he gets the win, he wouldn't move up a place, but he'd move a few extra 1,000 ranking points clear.
Well, that 180 makes it less likely, because Michael Van Gerwen is threatening to break the throw. It's another double. How's this one going to work for you, Michael? Better. Straight in for a 13-darter. Back into the lead.
Game on.
Now he's just got to leave double 14 at all costs.
137.
Van Gerwen is still averaging a ton in this game, despite missing 14 darts at double. Imagine if he'd finished anything like
96.
his normal level, let alone his good or brilliant level. We'll be talking silly numbers.
96. 100. 85.
De Decker goes aggressive on the 20s, which means he's not going to leave a finish.
60.
Yeah, I can understand that with MVG not on a finish, but
59.
got to play the percentages. Probably got to start the 18s.
Well, I thought Mike De Decker might have a chance in this game, because I thought his scoring power might keep him in it. What's actually kept him in it is Michael Van Gerwen having a tough time on the doubles. He doesn't go 14 and bull. Now, Van Gerwen will say that is the right choice. The probability is he has a bigger chance of winning the leg. But there's a danger. And that danger nearly made itself apparent.
Require 32.
Always a big call when you refuse a big shot, but Michael Van Gerwen is vindicated.
to throw first.
And he moves to within one leg of round 3.
Well, that is an example MVG would point to. He would say, I could have gone for the ball, like 1-2-4, and if I'd missed it, at 25, something like that, I'd only get 2 darts at double, and that's assuming I hit the big number. I've got less chance of winning the leg than by setting up. I've got 3 clear darts at double 16. In the end, he only needed 1. But the stats say, in that situation, he's more likely to win the leg by laying up, or at least going that a route on the 16.
3 180s now for Michael van Gerwen. If he does get past Mike De Decker, it's another little chapter in the intriguing, I don't think I can call it a rivalry, but I can't think of a better word, so I will say a rivalry, with Josh Rock. They have had some belting games.
Well, the standout one, Josh Rock whitewashing MVG in a semi-final. Is he staying there? He doesn't need to. Go to 16s if he likes. If he's worried about those falling out. Yeah, it's an even better shot. That is marvellous from Mike De Decker. But yeah, MVG did get revenge and beat Josh Rock. Last time out in Belgium, on his way to the title in the semi-finals, and he beat him well. We're not guaranteed to see MVG versus Rock in the last 16 tomorrow, not yet.
Well, the only seed that's been dispatched so far is Martin Schindler. And it was by a compatriot of De Decker's, Kim Huybrechts. Saw the demise of another Belgian, Mario van der Behaarde, going down to Dirk van Dijvenbode.
Oh, it's good. Van Gerwen looking very well placed. Mike De Decker, the 4 legs he's won, he's averaging 107 for those legs. 2 15 darters and 2 13 darters. That's 107 average in his winning legs. Now that's fine, but he's only got 4 of them. I mean, it's very good, but he's only got 4 of them.
58.
When he's been good, he has been good. He's not been good often enough in this game, De Decker. A 92 average is... Look, it's more likely to trouble Michael van Gerwen nowadays than it was a few years ago. But it's not been enough to trouble him tonight. Not seriously. Because MVG, even though that last start doesn't find the mark, he's going to get a chance to win the match.
Yeah, the legs that MVG has won as De Decker looks to maybe leave with a flourish. The legs that MVG has won, De Decker has not been close enough. 9-9 for the win. Michael van Gerwen advances into round 3 with another really clinical performance of sorts. Only 6 out of 20 on the doubles.